Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. This is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And the majority of this reading, I am only tuning into my higher intuitive self to get answers for you. I'm not channeling through any spirit guides. Only in the end, I do channel through Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, to guide you and to provide you some advice regarding this entire situation, whatever the cards show up as today. Some of you might have been in a relationship with this person, could be current, could have been in the past. Some of you may be in a situationship. Some of you might have just started off with these two cards. I see responsibility and beliefs. That could also be some of you that just started off in a connection. Maybe just glances. Maybe you're just looking at each other and you know each other from a distance or indirectly through somebody else. Of course, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Ooh, grumpy. Somebody's angry. Okay, definitely this is a spread that can be interpreted as the reverse. The reason why it's because of the type of cards that came out. They're extremely intense. These last two, anger and rage, as well as grief. And the beginning we have here, responsibility and beliefs. So, I mean, this is pretty deep, this situation that you guys are in. It could have been a light and fluffy, light-hearted kind of connection. However, there's also this undercurrent. It's just kind of flowing, and it is very deep. And it's electric, I'm getting the word. It's like if you guys were to get into a connection, long-term committed, it would be extremely intense. But because right now there's struggle, that intensity is not coming through. The intensity I see is through these cards. It is a very intense connection. However, these are very light-hearted cards. These are very light. The feeling of these cards is very light. So it does feel as if like there's, I'm not saying split personalities, but there's two sides to this connection that you have. And I'm seeing that here. And one is like you're acting like it's totally fine, blah, blah, blah. But on the inside, deep down, oh my goodness, it's very intense. We have here responsibility followed by beliefs, energy, mothering, abundance, pleasure, anger and rage, grief. Then we have ecstasy. Now, I do want to express to you what it is that this person's feeling towards you currently. Some of you actually might just be resonating with this as your own energy as well, because of the type of cards. My dear Sagittarius, I do feel that in this connection, there is a sense of responsibility. I want to be more responsible now going forward because before I was not. I want to take on some burdens. I want to take on more responsibilities and be that person who can tackle that, who can handle that. I should have been responsible with the words that I have said, the actions that I've taken. But I was not and I have not been. I also feel that in this connection, you and I really don't see eye to eye. We do think very differently, and we are worlds apart. You were born and brought up in a very different way, and so was I. And it's hard for me to be that person with you, knowing that you were just quite different. My ideas, my thoughts, my ways don't really resonate with you. And this is something that has caused a problem. My background is different, the way I was raised, the people that I'm with, the social structure. It's difficult because I have a lot of influence from others as well. People have a say in my life for some strange reason. I don't have much of a choice. I do feel that with you, I have this special spiritual connection where you are able to make all of my chakra centers just come to life. You awaken that Kundalini inside of me. You awaken my soul. And you do make me feel very blissful on the inside. With you, I have found that there has been a lot of unconditional love. The love that I gather from you, that I see, is pure, it's true, it's clean. You provide shelter, love, protection. There's so much about you that's just very nurturing, very loving and caring. In this connection, I've also thought, and I had dreams of being this power couple, you and I. We could make things happen. We could change the world. I have felt this. I could learn from you wisdom, gain materialistic ideas, and learn more about the world through your eyes. You have abundant knowledge. And I also feel that in this connection there's a sense of pleasure. Being with you just makes me feel so happy. Thinking about you gives me a lot of pleasure emotionally and spiritually. But right now, my mind is not so tempered. I do feel anger and rage about this connection, about this situation. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the situation. This is very frustrating. It's annoying and it's frustrating because of what has happened. And because of that, I grieve and I feel as if I have lost you forever. This feeling I have is like you were that shining star in the darkest sky, and now you're fading, fading, and I won't have any light in my life anymore. Everything will be dark. This is how I feel, and this is what I fear. Overall, I do feel that in this connection there is a sense of happiness, ecstasy, this joy and prosperity. I see things differently. I feel different. There's a sense of bliss, this happiness that just emanates from the inside, from me. And all of this is because of you. All right. Sagittarius. somebody's very frustrated. The word here is frustrated. With quite a few things, even frustrated with a lack of pleasure with you, sexually frustrated. Also frustrated at what has happened in terms of the lack of responsibility, what has happened in terms of the things that are holding you far apart from each other that's being caused by other people and other traditions or rituals that you may have in your life. Society has caused this type of difference in thought. So there is a lot of anger here, and it's frustration, but it's not being targeted towards yourself. It's to the actual situation that this person finds themselves in with you. They don't want to be in the situation like this. They want to be happy with you, but that's not happening. Right. Let's have a look at the beginners. No, this is the Lover's Path Tarot. Seven of Arrows. Oh my God. Oh boy. Temptation. Not a good card. Good God. It's not a good card. Why? Because it talks about sexual addiction. An obsession over you. This person's obsessing. Some of you may think that's a compliment, but it's actually kind of like the person's no longer, they're no longer healthy in the mind because it has gotten to the point where it's starting to become unhealthy, this obsession over you. And it's toxic because it's all about pleasure. It's all about lust. And it's all about you giving and them taking. Here we have Seven of Arrows. Let's have a look at that. The Seven of Arrows here does talk about how this person at some point in time in the beginning felt very vulnerable. They wanted to have the ability to defend themselves brilliantly. But they were finding it difficult because of the situation that they were in. They wanted to be more cautious and examine the situation that they're getting into, but they just didn't. Right now, Sagittarius, the reason why certain things went downhill in this connection, this person started to get cold feet. There's paranoia. They started to feel defensive. They also started to feel guilty. And they're also denying the need for protection in the sense that they don't feel like they have to justify themselves. That's quite the ego, isn't it? They don't feel like they have to justify themselves. What they're upset about has caused them paranoia as well as guilt. That's huge because whatever this person has gone through in the earlier cards that we saw with the responsibility and beliefs, with the anger and rage, then we have grief. All of that combined has made this person feel paranoid, even guilty to some degree. Now, grief does talk about sadness, remorse, regret, and feeling guilty. So yes, this person is definitely feeling quite guilty, quite upset about the entire situation. It's not a good feeling that they have. And it is almost because they have realized what they have done was not right. We have here temptation. And what did they realize? They realized exactly this. This feeling that they know as temptation. It's not good. Temptation here is the Devil card. Inner turmoil and obsession. Inner turmoil. Imagine that. They're not showing you this. But there's like this hot fire that's burning them from the inside. They're every part and it's hurting them. And they're not able to extinguish it. And part of this is because of passion. And part of it is because of literal anger as to what happened in the situation. This person might be very hot-headed. Here we have tempted by forces that one cannot control. Obsession that's in the form of envy. So if some of you are with somebody else, this person's very envious. They are having strong sensual desires for you. And they also feel the need to be controlling. They want to control you. What they need and what they realize right now is that they need freedom from this temptation. They want to experience the envy of others on a much more lighter note, lighthearted. They want to be more lighthearted. Here we have transforming a weakness into a strength. They want to transform this temptation, this sexual addiction, this sensual desire that they have. They want to transform this weakness into a strength. That is very difficult. But this person has a lot of lustful desires for you. You could have been intimate, whatever it was, but this person still feels that they are in a unhealthy state of mind, and they want to be in a much more nicer kind of environment where they can think straight, plan things with you, and just have a future with you. The only thing is, earlier there was a lot of lust, and they were being, defensive, but then they thought, I don't have to prove myself. This person was just plain old horny. Seriously. They couldn't help themselves. Some people have much higher sex drive than others. So everybody's different, right? Some people actually have sexual addictions. So that's totally different. All right, let's have a look. Okay. Talk about ego and pride. We have here the Four of Pentacles. There you go. Person is holding on to what they believe in, to their beliefs. Five of Cups. So this is any action, any intention that this individual feels towards you. Okay. We have here this, followed by this, and then we have that, and then we have this. Interesting. Lots of things happening here in this person's mind, and they are so closed off. Oh my God. Oh. Man, oh man. Let me tell you. Maroon 5. The song, what is it called? Animals or Animal? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm literally seeing him in that video. That is how this person feels about you. They feel like an animal when they're around you. And it is, my God. Whew, very raw. You guys know what that's like, okay? It's not censored what they're thinking. Like, they're so... I mean, you got here the Ace of Wands, right? Under the bottom of the deck, this is an umbrella. That umbrella is all of this. Ace of Wands. Can't get more hornier than that. I mean, that's huge. No pun intended. We have here Four of Pentacles. This person, just like the beliefs card, this person is really holding on to what they feel, which is their beliefs, the way that they think, their morals, their ethical values, whatever they are. From their point of view, it makes sense to them. But they also don't want to lose you. They don't like this feeling. It's really difficult for them because they want you in a certain way that just is catered towards them. And that's it. It's like, you can do whatever you want to do, but what they want, that has to happen. So it's their way or the highway. Now this is mostly in relation to the type of passion that they have with you and their wants. We also have here, this is a highly sexed reading, good God. I can feel the energy. Good heavens. Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles here does talk, Five of Pentacles. See, my brain ain't working. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Let's focus. Okay, Five of Cups. Five of Cups. All right. Five of Cups does talk about how this person, remember how there's that anger and rage and there's that grief. So they really are crying over spilled milk. They're crying over the things that have happened in the past. They're crying over the fact that they were not responsible. They acted irresponsible. They acted very nasty towards you. And in their mind, they really just can't get over this part. Usually that is because they do genuinely care about you. They are regretting it. They're hurting because they can't believe that, oh my goodness, I did this to my Sag. How and why would I do this to my Sagittarius? And even if there are two beautiful cups here with an offer, they're not seeing that. They're not seeing anything behind them. They're just focused. Now, while they're focusing, they have lost all of their confidence, all of their self-esteem. And that's where we have here the Page of Swords. This person may be an online stalker if you have social media accounts. If you don't, this person could be indirectly or directly trying to find out, this is the weirdest thing, from the grocery cashier person, somebody in a grocery store knows the both of you, and so they might be asking that person. What I was trying to say, that's just somebody's scenario I just saw right now. But somebody in like a supermarket knows somebody. It's like a small kind of community, so everybody knows everybody. What I'm seeing is if you don't have a social media account, somebody may be indirectly trying to find out about you, what you're up to, what you're doing these days. You know, are you seeing anybody? Strange questions like that, that stalkers want to know. This person, however, yeah, that song from Maroon 5, that's what's going on here. We have Eight of Pentacles. So even though they have the lack of confidence, they're very shy. So they're seeing you, let's just go back to this card, they're seeing you from a distance. They don't want to pursue you. They don't want to go forward in this connection because they are actually intimidated. They're actually very shy. They're very quiet, but they want to be on the back bench and stare at you from a distance. They want to know what it is that you're up to. Yeah, literally like the stalker. Now we have here also Eight of Pentacles. This person is wanting to work on their approach towards you. How are they going to approach you? Are they going to come unannounced? That's not good. They will not like that. They'll do whatever they're going to do. They're going to do it so that it's comfortable for you. You have to be comfortable with it. And this person really does want to genuinely fix the situation. And so the Eight of Pentacles is something that I call the love workshop. So this person is really trying to work hard on a strategy, on a plan. How do I somehow wiggle my way back into this person's heart? How do I do that? And we have here the Ten of Swords. They do realize that fate and destiny has defeated them. They thought that the grass was greener on the other side, only to find out that it was plastic. And then they came back. Unfortunately, by the time they came back, they got 10 swords in their back. They felt betrayed. It didn't work out. The grass was not greener on the other side. They realized that you were the real deal. By the time they came back, they just felt completely defeated on every level. This person, Sagittarius, two things are coming up. A lack of confidence and anxiety. That's what they have. There are these two problems that they do have, and they have to deal with this if they even want to talk to you. They have to get over those types of feelings. Here we also have under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme is what some other tarot readers call the ding dong card. Yes, this person wants to reignite a connection with you that is very fierce, very fiery, very sexy in nature. They do want to have a second chance with you, and they want to be very passionate with you. It's just that they're really complicated on the inside right now. They're really not knowing like what to do, how to do it. So they're trying to make this plan. They're trying to keep their distance from you. but they're also being a little stubborn, and they're not really seeing what opportunity is being given. And most of this is because of the feeling of the Ten of Swords. So the Ace of Wands is a really good intention. Do I see this person taking any action towards you here? Not towards you. However, they are making their plans. Their intentions are being made here. Eventually, the intention is also in the plan is to reach out to you. So if not this reading, then, a few readings from now, you'll see probably these cards will shift. And this person will probably start to get out of this mindset, and they will be able to reach out to you at some point in time. Okay. Let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Okay. Helpful people. Some of you, Sagittarius, some of you might have just felt used. Very used, and you might need to talk to somebody about that. Sometimes it's good to just let it all out, because that's your energy, and you're dispersing that energy out into the universe. Universe is big enough, strong enough to handle your issues. It's important to talk or just write it out in a diary. You're transferring that. Here we have also, interesting, listen to your intuition, followed by choose a new direction. Wow, romance. Past life connection. This person is either your twin flame, your soulmate, or your karmic partner. Okay. Trust. Trust in the Christ consciousness. Trust in the higher source of light, which is positive light. That is the holy light of God in the universe, the center. We have here a lot of information is coming through. So they are saying here to definitely talk to somebody about your issue. It appears that it has been, for some of you, for a small portion of you, it has been very traumatic what you've been put through, or how you have been used or misused. So it is important, whatever kind of situation you're in, to talk to people, helpful people. This could be literally a family member, friend, counselor. Just to let it all out, just to talk about it. And you'll get a different perspective. You'll be inspired. It'll give you a better understanding about yourself, your position, and what other opportunities you have out there. We also have here, yes, listen to your intuition. Okay, sometimes in the past, maybe at some point in time, you stopped listening to your own intuition. Here they are saying, this time, listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut feeling. If there are repetitive patterns of behavior, think about it. Do you really want to go back down that road? Think about it. Here we also have choose a new direction. I just said road. Yeah, choose a new direction. Two things this card means. Either you can completely choose a different direction where you don't even want to be with this person anymore. Or if you want this connection to continue, then you do need some type of a different method or an approach. If you're always doing, one, like the same approach to this person, you may need to change your method, and you're getting the same result all the time. So in order to do that, you need to change your method so you can get a different result. So stop repeating what you've always done. If you behaved in a certain way, don't behave like that anymore. Behave differently. Be a little unpredictable. We also have here, choose a new direction, also means with the destination is still the same, but your route, your pathway may have just changed. So eventually you'll get there, but it's going to be through certain types of hurdles, certain types of issues. Eventually you get there. Now, where you headed, this connection has been deemed as a spiritually based romantic connection. So you are either twin flames, soulmates, or karmic partners. This is somebody from your past life. You could have been married to them, could have been engaged, could have been an affair, could have died too soon. Whatever it is, I do past life readings. And some of you, if you feel that this is an extremely intense connection where you cannot let go, if you feel that you are obsessing over this person, then yes, you can reach out and that order can be placed. It is a past life reading. I still have those open for now. Here, there's a recognition that somehow you guys know each other from somewhere. And there's this understanding, this passionate love, this understanding on the inside inherently that there's this kind of unconditional love that just exists. But you just don't know where it comes from. And it's hard not to forgive this person. This person may have made many mistakes and you keep forgiving them. We also have here, you lost faith in many, many things, but here they are saying trust. And this card particularly talks about the Christ consciousness. That's the Christ consciousness right there. This deck is related to the angels. Here we have the Christ consciousness. So trusting in the higher positive power, the Christ consciousness, his Father, the Source, God, the Almighty. Trust in goodness and trust in the holy light, because that is what will protect you and get you through these types of situations, because these type of situations are very dark. So we need light. They are telling you here, no need to worry. Excellent. I'm happy to see that. Very good. There's no need to worry about this situation. All you have to do is just trust and then live your life and choose a new direction for now. Communicate clearly. Eventually, something's going to happen, Sagittarius, where you will be able to communicate with this individual. Now, what they are saying that it is important for you to be that person who is very clear and concise. If you meet this person or if you get a chance to text them, for example, I've mentioned this many times in my other videos, don't text them long paragraphs or entire pages. They will get lost in the details. They won't even read it and they won't even care because they won't know what your point is. Keep your points short and sweet, 3 to 4 maximum. Could be just a few sentences, but keep it short and brief. And know what you need to say so that when the time comes, you will be able to say it and you don't have to worry about putting things together. Communicating clearly. Do not speak sarcastically and directly because you might only get one chance with this person. So make the most of it. It is important to communicate anything. I'm getting the word misunderstandings. If there's any, misinterpretations as well. I'm getting 2 words there. So if there's any misunderstandings or any misinterpretation that might have occurred, you might not know that this person understood pieces of information in a different way. So just keep that in mind to make clear whatever type of information that went, that this person received. Make clear that particular information because they're making their decisions, right, based on that information. Sagittarius, that is your reading. That was really intense. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know if any of this has resonated with you. And as I mentioned before, I am doing past life readings right now still. And of course, I still have open my love readings, which are written reports that I do. And also, hopefully soon, very, very soon, I'm going to be adding in another video. As I mentioned last time, I didn't get a chance to actually complete. I only completed half of it, wasn't able to finish the rest and upload it. This is on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. So I will be making an announcement. Hopefully I'll be having that up as soon as possible so you guys can view it. And it's going to be helpful for some of you because it's all of the requests that I've received from my own clients and from viewers. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.